Hey y'all, hey, come with me to Atlanta's Women's Expo.
Women's Expo, even if you weren't okay, this is a safe space. Women are coming together. Can y'all agree? Okay. So first and foremost, I want to know, how did you get your start in the kitchen? Because clearly, it has gotten you so far in life. You make some of the best food.
Thank you. Well, honestly, I think, like most, I learned to cook with my mother and my grandmother as a little girl.
Nana?
Yes, Nana.
Nana
Girl, Nana. So that's really where I got my start from. I did not plan on being a chef or really having any culinary experience. What most people don't know is my degree was in fashion merchandising and design, and it had nothing to do with food.
Did you make this?
No, girl.
Oh, just fashion merchandising. I mean, no, this is amazing. Women's Expo, even if you weren't okay, this is a safe space. Women are coming together. Can y'all agree? Okay. So first and foremost, I want to know, how did you get your start in the kitchen? Because clearly, it has gotten you so far in life. You make some of the best food.
Thank you. Well, honestly, I think, like most, I learned to cook with my mother and my grandmother as a little girl.
Nana?
Yes, Nana. Nana. So that's really where I got my start from. I did not plan on being a chef or really having any culinary experience. What most people don't know is my degree was in fashion merchandising and design, and it had nothing to do with food.
Did you make this?
No, girl.
Oh, just fashion merchandising. I mean, no, this is amazing. Do better than that. Make some noise for Trina. Doesn't she look good? Yeah. She made it.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
I feel great.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
Are y'all excited? Tell me how long you've been waiting.
Thank you.
A lot of people in here, they may not know how you got started. You're one of the most prominent, respected, edgy female rappers in the game. But you became a rapper by accident. Is that true?
Yeah.
So tell everybody how your journey got started. Because I think you wanted to be a realtor.
I was actually a realtor. I had just got my real estate license, and I had got a job at a real estate company, and I worked for this company called NRT Realty, and I was just there, I was starting from the ground, so I was filing papers, just doing the basics. And one of the realtors, she's a broker, she had a listing to sell a house. And so I was so on point and just doing my thing. She brought me along with her for the listing. And that was my first time going out to show the house and stuff. And I was really good. And she was like, if we sell this house, I'm gonna give you permission. And I was like, okay. And I was excited. So that was how it really got started.
Yes.
And in the mix of that, fast forward, maybe I would say a week later, then that's when I got the call to go to the studio with Trip.
And then the rest is history.
The rest is history.
Now, you have been, you didn't just come out yeah, it's Trina, I'm gonna give you a cute A. You came out I'm the baddest chick. You were really really giving us that energy. What made you, is that just the lane that you said, hey, this is what I'm gonna do, or you're like, no, this is me? Was that a
this was just me. It was the energy. I'm from Miami, so I was always feisty, and I just always had that confidence and that boldness. So when I got ready to do the record, I was scared at first. I was like, I don't even know what Trick is talking about. And so I had my friends with me, and they were just pumping me up and, oh no, we gotta, because I didn't really understand what he wanted me to do. So when I got there to do the record, I just heard, you don't know me, and I just kept hearing that. And so then my friends was like, once we did that part, and then the producer was like, well, you gotta do a verse, meaning I'm gonna play what Trick did, and I need you to just go in there and go after him. And I went in there, and I was hearing what he was saying. I was like, whoa. And then I was like, so this is game on, battle of the sexes, girl versus female. And then it was all on from there.
Now you've been paving the way, because and what I love about you is not only have you paved the way for other female rappers in the game, but you actually show love. You give back. If they need advice, you're open. You shout them out. I know you said Beyonce is the greatest rapper of all time. Do you still believe that?
Of course. I just love Beyonce. She's so versatile. She's iconic. So I'm always inspired by her and the stuff that she do. And especially when she raps, those songs, it's melodic rapping, you know, and it's always on point, dope. The mic is always on.
Always on.
Always on.
Now, what advice, do we have any aspiring rappers in the building or inspiring artists? What advice could you give to those who are tuned in that want to start a career in music? What advice could you give to them?
Career in music, you just need to believe in yourself. You got to be strategic, you got to have a plan, you got to find your own lane, find your path, and you have to be consistent. Consistency is the key. Don't worry about what nobody else is doing. Don't get caught up in the hype, all the social media, who's this, who's that. Focus on you, focus on what you want to do, how you want to do it, and just rock out.
Now, from realtor to rapper to wife to author, can I go back to wife? Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're gonna deep dive into each of those. I want to talk about this book. If you got the book, hold it up.
Thank you.
You got the books. You got the books. Hold them up. Hold them up. What inspired you to write this?
My life, my story, my way. You know, I've been doing music for a long time, and it comes with a lot. And then everybody want to tell what they think they know about you, your story, what happened, how it started, or their perception of probably maybe seeing something on TV or reading something on the internet. And that's not always true. It may be some truth to it, but sometimes it's altered or it's kind of like not the right story. So I felt like if it's my story and I've been through a journey, let me tell it, you know. And I just started from the beginning, growing up, and I navigated my way through my career. I spoke a lot about other female artists in the book because I was inspired by them. Some of them are my friends, and I just wanted to just share that. Like, it was just a real groundbreaking way of how I did it my way.
What are some of the challenges that you faced? And do we get to hear about those challenges in the book? Like, when it comes to being a woman growing up in the music industry and coming up in the game, do we get to hear about those challenges in the book?
Yes, you do. You absolutely do.
We absolutely
There's definitely been some challenges. You get to hear about it. Some good, most good, some, you know, uncomfortable, not all so good, but I pushed my way through it.
One of those touching moments that I know, and I don't want to give too much of the book because you have to absolutely buy it to get the whole story, but one of the things that is near and dear to me, you had a miscarriage. Can you please talk about that experience and how you were able to just fight through? And why were you so comfortable opening up about that?
I've said that before. It was a terrible experience. I was really young, so I was really confused, and I kind of like didn't really understand. I was just all over the place, and then, you know, the more I grew and the more I tried to find out about it, it happened again, and I was just like, I was blaming myself. I was thinking, maybe, I don't know, I'm working too hard, why not? All these things started happening, and I don't know, it was just not enough time to like sit and just stay there in that sad part. I just had to navigate my way through it and just keep moving, and yeah, I went numb, kind of like it hurt, you feel a lot of feelings, a lot of emptiness, and yeah, but I just kept working. Like, you know, it's a hard situation. A lot of people don't understand if they've never been through that or experienced that. And it's definitely an extremely touching situation. But women, you know, we go through a lot of different things. And some of them you don't want to discuss, so you don't feel the time is right. And you are in a place where you just don't want a pity party and you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to be sad.
You want people to feel sorry for you.
No, because that just makes it worse. I feel like the sorry, feeling sorry, it put me for sure in a dark space. So I don't like that.
But now you're a wife.
I'm fine.
Can we see that ring? Can you show everybody the ring? Look at that! Oh my God. So, what is the key? How many married people do we have in the room? How many single people do we have in the room? How many people are in situationships? Don't be ashamed. Situations and relationships are different.
Situations and relationships are two different things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, how do we become a wife? For all the single women, how do we become a wife, Trina? Give us the juice.
You need to get to praying, first of all, to God to bless you with a great man. That's number one. It don't just happen like that. But I don't know, you know, if you're not dating, if you're single and you're looking for somebody, I don't feel like looking is the thing. I don't feel like you should go looking for something. I feel like if it's meant to be, it's gonna happen. You could be at a church, you could be at the laundromat, you could be in the grocery store, you could be pumping gas. What's meant to be for you is gonna be for you. And choosing somebody that fully love you unconditionally, supports you, is there for you. Like, this has to be your person, the person that you totally submit to, you give into, you automatically understand that I want to build a life with you. That's what it should be. If it's not that, then I don't know. That was my way.
So you still have to do the cooking and cleaning and the washing the clothes?
Well, I cook anyway all the time, so I'm always cooking, so that's a good thing. So cooking, yeah, and yeah.
What y'all think our favorite thing to make is? Mac and cheese. What's your favorite thing?
I make mac and cheese a lot. I don't really eat mac and cheese like that, too starchy. But my favorite thing to cook is like Caribbean food, like steamed fish or something like that. I cook everything: turkey wings, collard greens, macaroni and cheese, meatloaf, spaghetti, whatever. Like whatever I feel like eating or whatever my husband wants. That's what I make.
Whatever he wants.
Whatever he wants. Yes.
And if it's a meal that you don't know, you gotta figure it out.
I will find out. Yeah.
All right, so what's your favorite chapter in this book? It's called The Baddest, right?
Yes.
What's your favorite chapter in this book?
There's many. It's so many. It's a lot of chapters. I think mostly talking about me growing up, because that's fun stuff. It's a lot of stuff that people don't know, and they'll be like, what? And it's just like, that's fun. Just talking about a lot of artists in that part. Definitely shout out to Missy Elliott, because that's one of my good friends. She also did the forward of the book for me, which is amazing, and I've learned so much from her in this industry, especially financially. Financial gain is the most I've learned from her. She's always been so supportive, so I definitely got to shout her out and give love. And mostly, I think my favorite, but I talked about her throughout the whole book, but like, I guess talking about my mom, because she's throughout the whole book. That's how I navigated my life, actually.
I actually have some excerpts from the book. I want to point out, let's see, one that I want to read, because I feel like each of your excerpts have meaning. They have meaning. And so one of the ones you said, you don't need to seek validation from anyone else. Do what you want to do, not what everyone thinks that you should be doing.
Absolutely.
Expound on that a little bit, because I know that it's not always easy to choose you and to move the way you want to move, because say for example, if you have a corporate job, you may say, okay, I can't wear my fingernails pointy and long, I have to keep them French tips and short. Or hey, because I'm in this certain industry, I have to move this way or dress this way. So talk about what it means to be someone such as yourself that took this, exactly what you said, and live by it.
You just have to believe in yourself. You have to do what works for you. It doesn't matter whatever that is. The key is what works for you, what makes you happy, what makes you get up every day to want to pursue what it is that you're doing. Sometimes we have jobs that we don't even like, but we have to get up and go to work. Now, if that's the case, you just have to navigate and figure out a way to make it work out for yourself until you figure out something better than that. But if you are living in your dream, your life, your career passionately, you have to set the tone for what you want to do. Like, if you, however you want to structure that, whether from your hair to your nails to your dress code to whatever you feel that you love about you, that's what you do. You don't need to get dressed up and look all beautiful and think, I gotta see what all these people out here think of me, because you should know that when you look in the mirror. Exactly. And that's just what I feel like. Confidence, when you wake up in the morning, you bring that energy from with you outside. It don't come from outside, it come from here. So when you step outside, even if there's something wrong and everything is not perfect, and it might not be the best hair day, because sometimes we don't have that all the time. The best nail day, you just missed up, or whatever. That does not validate who you are. You stand in, believe in who you are, and you just go from there and you push through. We're human.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want to pull one more. You said, what the women in my life taught me about men is that keeping your dignity and respect intact is the top priority.
Absolutely.
Now, you are a dominant woman, but you're still very feminine. You're still a lady, you're still a woman, which is why you have a ring on your finger. But obviously why a lot of women look up to you as well. But how important is it for you to, when it comes to men in the industry, men in your life, to keep that respect intact?
Respect is top tier. I feel like if you're not being respected, you lose true value of who you are, you lose your worth. You get lost and you get jaded in that. You get jaded in that mentality of not knowing who you are, true to self. And when it comes to a man and it's somebody that's around you, whether it's somebody you work with, whether it's somebody you're seeing or dating, a colleague, a friend, however, as a man, the ultimate goal is to respect you as a woman. If you're not gaining respect from that, you need to remove yourself from around that space and from around that energy, because that's not good. That doesn't help you. That doesn't help you mentally. It doesn't help you evolve. It doesn't help you with the things you need to know. It doesn't help you grow as a woman to feel safe. You need to feel safe when you're around a man. Men are supposed to protect and make you feel safe. If you're not getting that, that's not where you should be.
Yeah, now that's a great answer. Yeah, give her a
Little girls, well, women, starting from girls, I believe like 15 to older, and it's just like a corporation that just actually helps, uplifts, and gives motivation to girls. Like women, there's so many girls that comes to the program, from teenage runaways, girls that's, you know, teenage pregnancies, women that's been abused, just mistreated, you know, on drugs, all type of stuff. And so what we do is we go to the group homes, we give them clothes, we give them makeovers, we help them out, we bring somebody to speak to them, try to uplift them. A lot of the women been battered, they're scared of society, they don't want to be bothered. A lot of the younger teenagers and kids, they don't have a mom or somebody to be there to guide them, so they're just in the streets with kids. And I just don't like it. I don't like it. So I just go every year, we just help. And we just try to like do all we could do. I gather a bunch of stuff from everybody. I get a whole team to go and like just, it's like maybe 5 or 6 different homes or whatever. And sometimes some of the places can have like 60 girls, 60 women, and some of them can have like 10. It depends on, you know, where area's at. And we just go and we talk and we eat and we laugh and we give gifts and we do hair and makeup and we let them tell the stories. It's a lot of crying, it's emotional. Some of these women are completely broken. Like, I'm talking about broken to where they see no light. They see no life. It's like life is over. And it just makes me sad, you know? So I always just go, and every year we just go, we help them out. Some of them, we help get them jobs and get them out the program and help get them, you know, to try to get their life on track, whatever it is that they want to do and how they want to navigate through. Some of them love to just stay there. They feel safe. Yes. They don't have a family. They don't have connection. And for those, we just continue to try to uplift them and help them and give them stuff. And we give them vouchers. They get food. They get clothes. Get driver's license. All kinds of stuff. So it's just a very productive foundation. And I just do it because I see so many young girls and women that just sometimes get lost in the way. They don't know where to go. They don't know where to start. They don't see an end. And it's hard. It's really hard. We are in the matrix out here in this world. Yes. If you don't have somebody to support you and push you and talk to you or help you, like, you could find yourself stuck in one of them spaces.
I love how passionate you are about this.
Yes.
So if you haven't heard about the Diamond Dog Foundation, please look into that. What's the website, or how can they learn about that? Or
Diamond Dog Foundation, diamonddogfoundation.com.
diamonddogfoundation.com. So we're going to go ahead and open up the
going. Some of the girls out here, I primarily try to mentor girls that actually have lost their mom and dad. I lost my mom and dad real early, and I went through it. Everything you're talking about, I totally get it. I understand, and just give me some motivation to keep going. It gets hard sometimes, you know. Just, I want to know how you kept pushing, how you kept going.
I don't know how many girls you come in contact with in the program, and it is hard. It's extremely hard because even the girls, they're not motivated. So being around a whole bunch of people that's not motivated, you can lose motivation. You just gotta find more people to work with you that's motivating, that's gonna help motivate you to keep that fire under you. And those people have good energy. They humble, and they just really are like really want to work with these girls, really want to come there and help them out. And it takes a lot to like get through to somebody that's broken, that's been beaten, or that's been hurt, or that's been raped, or that's been left abandoned, or whatever the situation is. And sometimes it takes a while. I'm not going to tell you it's an overnight process. It's not. Sometimes it's years of process, years of mental talking and coaching. And because to me, I feel like even with myself going there, the girls and the women, they need to believe that you are there for them. Not just that you're there to do this one day thing. They need to know, because that's just a day, like a festival, like if we're having an event. But for them, it's everyday life. So they need to be accessible, to have somebody to reach out to talk to. They could be good for a day or a week or two, and then boom, that breakdown hit, and then they back into that space. So you have to have people that's gonna be there, that's gonna really wanna service them, and like just get on the phone and talk, and they can call, and they can depend on mentally, because that's the first thing where it starts at. Once the mental is broken, it's hard to get through them. It takes months and months of crying and emotion and watching somebody sad and hurt and broken, and you're sitting up there like breaking because you trying to help but you don't really know what to do. So you just gotta stay motivated, get people around you that's motivated, get people that's dear to heart that really want to help and see a difference. And that's how it started.
Ladies and gentlemen.